and good evening and good night and welcome to the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. It is Wednesday, July 15th, 2015. My name is David, a.k.a. Kimber, a.k.a. Christian. No special co-host in the studio tonight. I'm going to hold it down myself. This is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, weekly at 8 p.m. We do have a telephone number, 340-201-9005 is the number to get a hold of us. You can also text us on that number as well. But most importantly, you have to go to our website, streaming live from the VI at yahoo.com. That is our website. Go to that site tonight because we do have a special guest in the studio right now. Here she is right there. Milagros Romero. She is back in the studio. Wave to the crowd. You are streaming out right now. I just want to say a couple more things before we continue on with our interview with her. We do have an email address. That email address is streaming live from the VI at yahoo.com. You can also reach us there as well. Send us an email for our guest tonight, 340-201-9005. As Milagros knows, we are streaming live from the high-tech, low-tech studio, coming to you from an undisclosed location in St. Croix, Virgin Islands. No radio or TV, internet only. So get your smartphone, your iPad, your Windows, or your Mac computer, open up your browser, type in streaming live from the VI.com, and click on Watch Us Live. And you'll be seeing the show tonight with our very special guest, Milagros Romero. She's back again. What else we got here? All our recorded live shows are on YouTube and Ustream.tv. We're up to about 165 shows now. They're all there. Just sift through, pick a guest, and just sit back and enjoy the show. We have 2 Facebook pages. Definitely want to give a shout out to CHS class of 1982. That's the year that I'm representing here. Vanessa, we were just talking about Vanessa with our guest earlier before we started. She is in 2002, so we're Caribs. Milagros, are you a Carib or?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yes, okay. She says yes, she is. Julie.
High school.
Yes. Okay, so she's a Carib too. Give a shout out to Julie and Cherise King and to all our past guests. Thanks for coming on our show. Just supporting this whole thing we're doing here of streaming our talk show live on the internet and just talking to everybody who we can get our hands on that has got something to say. Thanks for coming on our show and being a part of it. We're on Twitter as well, VI Perspective. Tweet with us. And we're moving straight forward and up. This show's mission is just to inform, entertain, and empower everyone. And my kind words of wisdom today is just simply love and respect and honor and loyalty and obey. And if you kind of follow those basic guidelines in life, you should go a long way. That's how I view it. Real quick too, before we get started, I also want to make some mentions here. We had Brad Nugent on last night, very good interview. Rotary Club, Tamara Cooper, she was on here. She was talking about dressing for success. And then we had Ramon Reed. She has the natural skincare product. She was on here last week, Tuesday, I believe it was. I also want to say too that hurricane season is here. It started. It's in full effect. So stock up on your supplies. Extra canned food, dried food, extra Pampers, extra water, just extra everything, just in case something should happen. I think we've been blessed so far with the Sahara dust. Although we don't like the dust, it does keep the hurricanes away. So if you don't mind a little dust, hey, I'm dealing with it because I prefer a little dust over a hurricane. So on that note, just get ready and prepared. Reach our guest tonight, 340-201-9005. Go to our website, streaming live from the VI.com. And so as we kind of roll on here, it's about 8:07 p.m. Our guest tonight, Milagros Romero, there she is right there. Welcome back to our studio. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us again.
Thank you.
So today we wanted to talk a little bit about speaking to live.
Yes.
And what your thoughts on that are.
Well, actually, speaking to live, because my childhood was pretty traumatic, and I lived in silence for a very long time.
Okay.
And that caused me to be very shy and actually to internalize a lot of the pain, and it manifested in many sicknesses in my body. And also certain behaviors, like I mentioned, being very shy and being a little on the side of low self-esteem. And I believe that we need to encourage our children and the youth to be able to express themselves so that they don't fall into this type of patterns.
Okay, okay. And so when you say speaking to live, you're saying hopefully you have a chance to verbalize what you're feeling.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, speaking to live, because even though a person is alive, they might not be necessarily living.
Okay, okay.
You know, when you are living like within a prison, it's very hard to enjoy life. So when I say live, it's not being alive, but truly, truly engaging life.
Okay, okay. So how did you come up with speaking to live? I mean, what was sort of, is it, you know, sort of the motivation? Because I guess you could have called it, I guess in a sense, anything, you know, anything relevant to what you were going through, but speaking to live, how did you come up with that? Because you say, why speak here?
Well, because many people that have heard me speaking, I was actually invited to be a guest at the Beauty from Ashes Symposium.
Yes.
That is a program started by Anselma John Ayala. She is a program coordinator for the Early Childhood Comprehensive System. And she invited me to be a guest speaker, and I spoke out about the abuse I endured as a child and as a teenager. And there were people that kept telling me, like, how dare you? Why would you speak? Why would you say those things that are so horrible? And in one instance, it's like I was thinking, how do I answer this person? And I said, you know what? I'm speaking to live. Because for a very long time, I was not living who I am. I was not living my truth.
Okay.
And that's how I came up with the name.
Speaking to live.
Yes.
Okay. And so you talk about, I guess, some early abuse early on.
Yes.
And so I guess part of the abuse was you were, I guess, forced to be quiet. And that's why you said you internalized a lot of your thoughts.
Yes.
I can only imagine if you couldn't really speak your thoughts, just how much more thoughts you had in your head.
Oh, yes.
When you speak,
a lot of voices.
you know, because when you speak, you sort of let some of your thoughts go.
Yes.
But if you can't speak, I guess you just have more things floating around in your head.
Yes, well, you see, I endured over almost 9 years of sexual abuse. And I also endured physical abuse until I was 22 years old.
Okay, wow.
Yes, my mother was physically abusive and she was bipolar. So she didn't have a medium. It was either that she was a very, very loving, caring mom, or she was a very angry person, and when she got angry, somebody was gonna pay the consequences.
Okay.
And they were never good.
Okay, I understand completely. You said until 22. So what was that like? I mean, you know, I guess you were just bubbling at the top to just say things, but you couldn't. I mean, did it make you angry or make you angrier?
I was actually always in fear.
Okay.
Very, very scared. That's one of the things that kept me shy. I used to bite my nails all the time until my fingers bled because I was always nervous.
Okay.
By the time I was 7 years old, my mother sent me to my father in Puerto Rico, my biological father, and for him to take me to the doctors. And they took me to the doctors, and the only thing they did was prescribe me Valium.
Okay.
And I remember I took Valium the first day, and I'm sure it was a very low dose. I mean, I was only 7. And I took the pill and I slept all day and all night. Then I took it again the next day and again the same thing happened. And I was so frustrated. I called my mom and I said, I don't know how these doctors want me to take these pills. How am I gonna go to school?
Yes.
You know, that was my greatest concern. It was like, how am I going to function? And I refused to take the pills.
Okay. And so you said this was going on when you were 7?
Well, my mom was very abusive even when I was a baby.
Okay.
I told a story when I was speaking at Beauty from Ashes where my mom used to sit me on the ground outside. It was over at Contentment. And I was 1.5 years old and she used to sit me outside and I used to play with the dirt and put it in my mouth. And I'm sure she reprimanded me several times, hitting me and busting my lip and whatnot. But she said that this one day I was waiting until she looked at me, and when she looked at me, I picked up the dirt and put it in my mouth. So she decided that she was going to teach me a lesson, and she lit a paper bag and burned my hand.
Wow.
I still have that scar, and I was only 1.5 years, so that's over 50 years ago.
Okay, I understand completely. Wow. So it sounds like you've been through a lot, and I guess as many years as it's been, it probably felt like it was twice as much. You know, trying to deal and try to figure out why me and how did I get in this position, and why my mother is treating me like this. You know, where's the mother-daughter love at?
Yeah, well, that's the thing too, that the mother was there. Like I said, she used to have these bouts of extreme where she was very loving. She was always hugging us. She loved exercising, dancing, teaching us to play different games. So she spent time with us and it was really quality time. She actually invited some of our neighbors to come into the home and we all played together and had fun. So we had our mom, but we also had this monster that would show up and it would create chaos in the home.
Okay. So you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I actually have 3 brothers and 4 sisters.
Oh, really? Okay, so you have sort of a big
in the home, it was mainly 2 sisters and a brother until I was 17 and my youngest brother was born.
Okay. Wow. So were your brothers and sisters affected too?
Yes, they were.
Okay. So you all everybody was just sort of dealing with the abuse and the struggle and not having the ability to speak.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think I was one of the shyest, and maybe because I believed in respecting my parents, it's like I wouldn't verbalize, or even when it was time to explain something, I would hold back because I feared making my mom angrier.
Yes.
But my brother and my sisters were a little more vocal than I was.
Oh, really?
I was not brave at all.
Yeah, and you say brave. I mean, you want to be brave, but you also kind of know what the consequences are, I guess, for being brave. You get hit hard or something, something along those lines.
And I was the oldest, so many times it's like it was my responsibility to make sure that everything was functioning properly.
Okay.
So I face harsher consequences sometimes.
Yeah, I could surely understand that. So you're going through this period of time. Did you ever? I don't know how how spiritual you are, religious you are, but I mean, prayer. I mean, what was your relationship there? Were you praying? I don't know who your higher being is, but I mean, Did you find that helpful in what you were doing, if you did it at all?
Yes,
Okay.
actually, I used to talk all the time.
Okay.
I thought to myself for a while, but my mom had an experience happen when my brother was, I think, 2 years old. We were living still over at Shabert Project.
Okay.
And my mom had him in her arms and she was sitting on the balcony. And somehow he used to be very hyperactive, so he was jumping and he slipped out of her hands and went over the balcony, and we were on the 3rd floor.
Okay. Whoa.
So I started screaming because I was standing on a chair looking outside, and I started screaming, and my mom decided that she was gonna run. She was gonna try to get downstairs to catch my brother, which would never happen, right? And I started screaming, "He's still here!" And she came back and she stretched her arm and caught him.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't know if he was hooked to something, if angels were holding him up. I don't know, but my brother did not fall to the ground.
Oh, really? Okay.
From that day forth, my mother found the Bible and she would read that Bible every day.
Okay.
So that's how God entered my life, because I would hear my mother reading the Bible even though she was doing it as a personal thing, so it wasn't really to expose me to God.
Yes. Okay.
But I heard a lot about God from people who would be talking and whatnot, and how powerful and great he was, and for a very long time I felt very alone, dealing with the sexual abuse and dealing with the physical abuse, dealing with people looking at me different because I was the darkest one in the home. And feeling out of place.
Okay.
And many times feeling lonely and unloved, and I wondered where God was.
Okay.
Where is God? But later, as I became a teenager, I found God for myself, meaning I went to a church and I heard people preaching and talking about God, and then I had my own Bible and I began seeking God. I wanted to have a personal experience different to just going to the church. I felt like there was something deeper that would happen on a one-to-one with God, and I found that.
And okay. So I guess finding that probably just gave you the courage, the energy, I guess the willpower to sort of, get beyond that.
Yes.
So is your mother still alive now, or
No,
she's okay?
She's gone.
Okay. So you found God.
Yes.
And through his strength, you were able to sort of work your way through this.
Yes, most definitely. I would not have made it without having the hope and the knowing that God was available for me.
Okay.
And I talk about prayer, and sometimes many churches will teach us that prayer, like it depends on a position that you're on, that you have to, go on your knees, or that you have to do a certain something. But prayer to me is a conversation with God. And you can have a conversation with God speaking in your thoughts, or you can be standing on your bed. It doesn't matter. God doesn't care what position you are assuming, as long as you are talking to him from the heart.
Yes. And I talk to God all the time in Plaza. So I understand exactly what you mean.
What are you saying to God? Are you saying, bring down these prices?
Bring down these prices, and and can this line go a little faster?
Yes. Prayer to me is not I have it written here because there's certain things that, it's not a monologue. It's not just a person just speaking. Okay, because sometimes we're taught to pray, and we say this prayer and then we move on. Prayer is a conversation, and sometimes God will answer within the spirit of man, and other times he answers through results.
Yes.
You know, sometimes we have this conversation with God, and it's not like I'm having this conversation with you where you're answering back and forth, but we have this conversation with God, and then we move on to other things, and then we get the answer, and we forget that that answer is the result of a previous conversation we had with him.
Yes, yes, and I would sort of sum that up kind of that way when I think about that specific. That's how I envision that working.
Yes.
You know, through results, you know, and sometimes you're just moved.
Yes.
You know, by the spirit of God inside of you.
Yes.
But then sometimes too, results are, you know, in a sense, if you pray for something, you might get it.
Yes.
You get something physical in your hand. So prayer and God in front of you helped you.
Yes.
And so how long was it between the time that you found God and when this sort of all ended and you sort of just got away from that situation?
Well, I was 14 when I started my relationship with God.
Okay.
And the sexual abuse ended when I was almost 12 years old.
Okay.
But like I said, my mom, the last beating she gave me, I was 22 years old, and it was on the street in my neighborhood in front of my neighbors and friends.
Yes, okay. Wow.
You know, and you could never justify the level of anger my mom would reach to get her to do certain things. Because that day she sent me to take some people over somewhere. She was always offering for me to drive people, you know, to places. So I went and I took them, and when I got back, my sisters and my brother were nervous, telling me that she had called and she was waiting for me to go get her wherever she was.
Yes.
So I got scared because I know what that meant, and I asked my brother to join me. So as I am going down the hill in Montbijou, she's flagging me down. So she gets out of the pastor's car and into my car and begins yelling and pulling my hair and hitting me as I am driving back home.
Okay.
So I am like, Mom, I'm driving. I could get into an accident, but there was no reasoning with her. So at one point when we were almost home, I just slowed down the car and jumped out. Because to me it was like, I can't handle this. I am going to kill somebody. Because when she's pulling my hair, I can't really see the road.
Okay.
So I jumped out the car and started running. And she sent my brother after me. But even as I was running, I was like, what are you doing? Where are you gonna go? Where are you running to? There is no escape from her. Because she always used to threaten us that if we went anywhere, she would come, she would get us, and she would hurt us.
Okay.
And that was very vivid in my mind. But I guess I had gotten to the point where I just needed to breathe
Okay.
a moment. So my brother caught up to me and begged me to stop running. And I stopped, and then she came and she started hitting on me and threw me on the ground and kicked me, and she was calling me awful names. And the neighbors were like, are you crazy? What are you doing? Why are you doing this to this girl? Because most people hardly even saw me. It's like I would go to work in the morning, to church in the evening, and I was home.
Okay.
My mom was very overprotective with me for a very long time. I say a long time, but I was only allowed to go by myself, to go out of the house by myself on my birthday, and that was like for 3 different years I had that opportunity.
Okay.
And I would just go to the Christian set fort, and I would sit up by the window and cry and cry and cry, and that is how I celebrated my birthday. And the crying was more of a release, just releasing, and I think that is how I managed not to be rebellious towards my mom, because I loved my mom and I wanted to be with my mom. I didn't like when she was on the other side of her madness, but I really, really loved my mom, and I tell people if I had to do it all over, I would still pick my mom, and some people would say, oh, well, you are crazy. No, the experiences that I lived have made me the person that I am today.
Yeah.
And I have learned to like me.
Yeah. So let me ask you though, was your mother just picking on you? Because what about all your other brothers and sisters? It doesn't seem like,
no.
Just more focused on you.
She was more focused on me. I don't know if it's because I had a different father.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But she was more restrictive with me and more controlling with me. But at the same time, it's like I was really a victim in the entire sense of the word.
Yes.
My brother and sisters, they rebel a little bit and they would fight back, but I was very submissive.
Okay.
So it was easier for her to do things to me than it was to my siblings.
Okay.
For instance, I worked for 4 years and never used the money that I got paid. My mom I used to go to the bank, change my check and bring her the money, and then she started coming and picking up the check and taking it. And my brother, I remember he started working and he said, I don't know if you are crazy, but my mom better not expect me to do that. He was like letting me know, you can do that, but don't expect me to follow your footsteps.
I got you. Okay. Well, trust me, it all sounds very unfortunate. And so you've gone through all that, and so let's talk a little bit about, I guess the healing process.
Yes.
Yes. Once your mother is, out of the way, out of the picture, I guess the healing process starts.
Actually, I think the healing process began a very long time ago, especially when I started getting deeper and deeper in my relationship with God. It's just that the healing process is just like when you have an addiction. It's a day-to-day thing, because some of the consequences of the abuse was depression. I was very, very deep into depression.
Okay.
And it was very hard to get out of that.
Yes.
And still, it's something that you have to pay attention to every day, or you can fall right back into it.
Yes. One of the things you mentioned earlier too was that you said that you were lonely.
Yes.
And so I like to say that there's a difference between being alone and being lonely.
Yes.
So, but you were alone and you were lonely.
Well, I wasn't alone. But
Okay,
I
because your
was
brothers
very
and sisters.
lonely. Yes.
Okay.
Before I continue, I just want to share something about my siblings, okay? Because having my brothers and sisters have made a tremendous difference in my life. Even when some people are criticizing me for speaking out, I am speaking about their father, and yet they are so supportive of me doing this, and I can't be more grateful for them. For instance, like I mentioned before, I have 3 brothers. One of them his name is Juan, and I always say that he's my hero because I don't have words to express what he means to me. And he is one that teaches me about service, about serving people, because that is his greatest passion. Then I have a brother on my biological father's side, and he teaches me not to be attached to anything in life.
Okay.
Then I have my youngest brother. He was born when I was 17 years old, and I had just finished high school. That was 1980. So he is a dreamer, and he teaches me to dream beyond my own imagination.
Okay.
Then I have my sisters. Idiana, she teaches me to set goals and to go for them without restraint. She was one that when she turned 18, she was like, I am not gonna stay in this home. I am leaving. And she joined the army, and I was like, wow, she actually left home.
She actually left home, wow.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and you know, she wasn't shy about the choices that she wanted to make, and she expressed them to my mom. And it wasn't even in a way of asking permission. It was, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm doing. Then I also have my sister, Catalina, and she is my greatest fan. And she teaches me to celebrate myself. I also have my sister Lucy. She is my sister on my biological father's side, and I call her my mirror because she teaches me to look at myself. And last but not least, my sister Suli, who teaches me that regardless of the challenges, you can be great at whatever you choose to do.
Okay.
So as you can see, I wasn't alone.
Okay.
I was just lonely because I couldn't share my pain. I couldn't share what was happening to me.
Okay.
But, you know, even in having my brothers and sisters, I've always been around them. And especially my nephews and nieces. I have Reginald, who teaches me not to be scared of the unknown. Camille, she teaches me that I can, that nothing is impossible. Luli teaches me to be content with what I have. Tasha, to me, she is my champion. She has been challenged with several illnesses, but she doesn't quit. So she teaches me to live fully. She says, if I'm gonna die having fun and dancing. And you know, there is no challenge that she won't overcome.
Yes. Okay.
And then I have Jonathan, who is my gift from my sister. I couldn't have any children, but she gave me the gift of being in the birthing room when he was born.
Okay.
So
okay.
she gave me that gift, and he's the one that teaches me to face my fears, because he is bold and he is wild. And to me, it's like, oh my gosh, that is so scary. And he's like, no, you just have to have fun.
Okay. I got you.
So, again, not alone, because we were very tight growing up.
Okay.
And even though we used to make fun of each other, you know, it was like, oh no, when mom comes home, you're gonna get beat. And every time mom beats you, this is how you cry, or this is how you carry on.
Okay.
You know, and we had our little differences and fights and whatnot, but we are very close, and they are a support to me in everything that I do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good, man. There's nothing like family helping out. You know?
Yes.
So we were going to talk a little bit about the tools to sort of, you know, I guess rehabilitate yourself, get, you know, to heal yourself.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so we already addressed prayer and spirituality.
Yes.
You know, my higher being is God, and He is my everything. I am nothing without Him, and He lives within me, and that is where I find God. I don't see God as a far being that sits in heaven judging and looking down at us. He is within. Also, meditation was very, very important and still is.
Okay.
You know, I focusing on the positive and being able to secure my thoughts in positivity, that is prime, because whatever it is we feed our mind and we entertain in our mind is what we are going to reflect out.
Yes.
So meditation is very important, you know, and I meditate on Bible scriptures, but I also write my own affirmations that I like to meditate on.
Okay. Is that what you gave me here? One of these? One of your affirmations?
That is actually a poem.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and read it, because one of the things I emphasize in speaking is that no matter the abuse a person goes through, they cannot be devalued.
Okay. And so this poem is called The Womb of Worth.
Yes.
You are not devalued by your experiences or by your suffering. You are not devalued by your weakness or by your sins. You are certainly not devalued by the abuse perpetrated against you. Your worth will never be altered by circumstance.
Yes.
Your worth will always be as in the beginning. You were intentionally created for greatness. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. You are the apple of God's eye. You are magnificent. You are loved. You are unique. You are you.
Yes.
And you came. This is yours. This is your.
Yes,
this is
I
your
wrote that,
coined poem here. Okay.
It's the original.
Okay. This is her coined poem here. It's very, very good. And I like how you kind of brought it down to a point there.
Well, because I made it look like a womb.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
So okay, perfect. See that there?
Yes.
That's kind of like a triangle, wide at the top, and it just comes down narrow in the beginning there. Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yes.
So when did you write this?
I actually wrote that about 2 weeks ago. I was invited to speak to a group of girls, and I was thinking about their situation, and I was like, okay, so they can either make the place where they are a place of evil or a place of pain or hurt, or they can make this place the place where they prepare themselves to be rebirth.
Okay.
And I came out with that, but I was also thinking, you know, that sometimes when you go through certain experiences, you feel unworthy, you feel devalued, and really no one can take your value, your worth away from you.
Yes.
I was actually inspired by T.D. Jakes. Many years ago, he was preaching, and he had $100 bill. And he said, "What is this?" to the people that were there, the congregation, and they said, $100 bill. And he read it, and he said, "What is it?" And the people were like, $100 bill. He said, "That's right, because you can take it to the bank, and they will take it. It's $100 bill." And he said, "If I crush it, spit on it, and throw it on the ground and crush it, what is it?" And people were saying, "It's still $100 bill." You know, and I was thinking, oh man, and if I burn it, I will turn it into ashes. And I was like,
Okay.
that might not be a good example, because now where is the $100 bill? But in reality, if I was to burn $100 in front of you, when you tell the story, you will not say, Milagros burn $1 bill. It will still be $100 bill, even in ashes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. I understand completely. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So the healing.
Yes.
You said prayer and conversation, meditation, music, song, and dance.
Yes.
So you sing.
Yes. Even with this voice, I sing.
You sing in the shower.
Oh, I sing anywhere and everywhere. Don't mess with me, because I'll sing for you.
Okay. And you say dance too, so...
Yes, I love dancing, and it is a form of freeing myself.
Okay.
I listen to music, and music can take me from deep depression to a place where I can feel good and I feel free.
Yes. What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to all kinds of music, but the one that really injects a fire in me is Latin music.
Okay. Yeah, I got you on that one. That's what I listen to when I need a little fire underneath my butt. I turn on the Latin music real loud and I'm ready to go.
Well, Calypso and reggae are not too far behind, though.
Okay. And you also say here too, writing and drawing.
Yes.
So you wrote this this poem here.
Yes.
And do you draw?
No.
Okay.
That's the one gift God did not allow me to line up for.
Okay. Okay.
But because I couldn't speak, I started writing. And I started first with poetry.
Okay.
Expressing certain things, little bits hidden within the poetry that I was writing. And then I started writing stories. And one time when I was older, this was like in 1996, I was 33 years old, and I felt in my spirit that I needed to write my story.
Okay.
And with every word that I wrote, it was like I emptied out the pain.
Okay.
It was a transference, taking the pain from that place where it was causing harm and releasing it onto paper.
Okay.
Now, let me say that it doesn't take away the memories and even some of the pain, but it takes away the heaviness and the burden of the pain.
Okay. And that's the proverbial, boulder or rock off your shoulder.
Yes.
Yes, I got you.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I got you. I understand completely. And so, affirmations.
Yes.
One of your most powerful tools.
Yes, I believe in the power of affirmations.
Okay.
I believe that if we were to teach children to affirm positive in their lives every day, several times a day, and make it a routine in their lives, we can develop in them habits that will lead them to great success.
Okay.
Because when you are telling a child, you are beautiful, you are wonderful, you are smart, you are loved, and they hear these words, they get it. But when you get them to say, I love me,
Yes.
I am wonderful, I am beautiful, I am smart, you are crossing over to a place where you can change their lives.
Yes, I got you. I got you. I got you. And I see here probably one of the most difficult, I guess depending on which side of the fence you're looking at, forgiveness.
Yes.
Is I said the best and the biggest way, biggest key to peace and freedom.
Yes.
We need to teach our children to forgive.
Yes.
And I guess forgiveness can be hard. It's very kind of gray line area, but it's always good to forgive and let God heal you and move on.
Yes. It is a very difficult thing to do, but in reality, it is more difficult to keep that pain bottled in.
Yes, okay.
Because you have it inside of you, and every time something associated with that comes up, you are back in that place where you were hurt.
Yes, yes.
And also, it keeps giving that person that hurt you the power over your emotions and over your reactions.
Okay.
When I was speaking to the girls, I said, okay, suppose you have a mansion and it's beautiful and very expensive, and somebody that has hurt you knocks on the door and demands the best room in the house. Would you give it to them? And she said, no, of course not. And I was like, well, that's exactly what we do. We give them our power, and that is the best part of us.
Yes, yes.
When we allow someone to manipulate our emotions, they are in control.
Okay.
But when someone does something and you say, you know what, I am going to forgive this person because I don't need their poison in my life.
Yes.
You set yourself free and you can move on
to something, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Many people say, I don't believe in forgive and forget. Well, like you said, it's a matter of perspective. Because the way I see it, I believe in forgive and forget this way. When I forgive you, I get freedom. So I forgive, forgetting what I need.
Okay. And that sets you free.
Yes.
Yeah, just sets you free from the whole situation. I understand.
Yes.
There is so much anger and violence. We cry out for peace, but without forgiveness, there is no peace. No peace on the streets, no peace in our homes, and most certainly no peace within.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. So these Milagros is, I guess these are healing steps, healing things, to sort of help yourself, get overcome a situation.
Yes.
She says spirituality, prayer and conversation, meditation, music, song and dance, writing and drawing, affirmations, and forgiveness. I think they're all probably equally as important.
Yes.
But I think the one that is probably the most important is forgiveness.
Yes.
That carries a lot of weight. And it will release a lot of weight from you too.
Oh yes.
Those are her things. With this stuff, do you have any I guess this is like self-help.
Yes.
But like more like professional help. Anything you want to mention about that, or
yes.
Is that kind of out? Yeah.
We go to doctors. They have lots of medications that they provide. They also have counseling and psychiatrists and psychologists. And I went through a series, and there were different stages in my life, and everything helped a little bit. But what helped the most was when I decided to take control of my life.
Okay.
When I decided to become accountable and responsible for my own recovery.
Okay, good. So our guest tonight is Milagros Romero. She is, our topic tonight is Speaking to Live. She has an email address. It's lotus, lotus.b, the word b.you.ty @gmail.com. That's a long. Are you getting your emails there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Seems like a lot of dots there.
Yes. Well, I wanted to separate it because sometimes people get confused even though it says you. They're like B-yo, and it's like, okay, it's B-U. Lotus B-you. But because I'm talking about the beauty within, it's Lotus Beauty.
Okay. And I think you did mention that when you were here before.
Yes.
There was a rhyme and reason why it was like that. Yes, I remember that now.
Yes.
I remember that now. Okay, perfect.
One of the other things that I wanted to mention that is very important in healing and is serving. Serving our community, being a help to someone else.
Yes.
Sometimes we heal better when we are helping others to heal.
Yes.
And one of the ways I've chosen to do that as a member of Rotary Club of St. Croix is through Lotus Beauty.
Okay.
I gave you a letter, and I'm gonna give you the honors of reading the letter.
The Lotus
Beauty, yes.
Beauty program?
Yes.
Okay, here it is right here. Okay, so it says our youth is in serious trouble. Many feel like there is very little life that has to offer them. Some feel betrayed and by the same people they trusted to have their best interests at their prime focus. That's true too.
Yes.
Still, there are so many of our youth that are looking for a ray of light to come into their lives to help them raise above the murky waters. That is true too. There's just sort of a struggle here,
Yes.
with trying to get them going here. This is why Lotus B.Y. Beauty Beauty
Yes.
continues to work towards restoring hope to our youth through motivation and encouragement in the form of care gift bags filled with toiletries and fun stuff they can use daily. We also include inspirational material that helps uplift their spirit and promotes a positive perspective for their lives. For this moment to be successful, we need your help. You are the ray of light that can make the difference. Your contribution can help shine the light on them and can help them float to the top as the lotus. Help us to help our youth. Thank you for your kindness and for giving back to our youth. Here's a list of items. I remember this list that you can put in the care bag. And she says here for babies, Pampers, diapers, Pampers and Huggies, different sizes, baby wipes, spit rags, baby towels, baby toys, socks, which can be white, yellow, green, or multicolor. For females ages 12 to 17, single moms up to 24, shampoo, conditioners for women, brushes, combs, bath gel, soap, washcloths, hand and body lotion, Q-tips, sanitary napkins, and tampons. And for males ages 12 to 17, shampoo, conditioners for men, combs, picks, hats, bath gel, soaps, washcloths, body hand lotions, Q-tips, plain t-shirts, socks, white or black, belts, different sizes, colored shoelaces. And if you can help, please go to www.gofundme.com/IS60S8. And I guess that'll take you to a specific page where you can put in your amount and all that kind of stuff. And the email address is lotus.b.you.ty@gmail.com. So that's it right there. This is the Lotus Beauty program. And if you can help, just there's things you can get for babies, for females ages 12 to 17, and single moms up to 24, and for males ages 12 to 17. Just the basic, I guess, toiletries, as you said here.
Yes.
Basic toiletries that they would use this stuff every day,
Yes.
or at least every other day. But just many things here. Shampoo. Mainly, I guess everybody needs a little shampoo. Babies obviously need diapers, baby wipes, spit rags, baby towels. You gotta have some baby toys. You gotta keep those babies having fun.
Yes.
For the young ladies, sanitary napkins and tampons. for the males, belts, different sizes, colored shoelaces, plain T-shirts, and I guess anything really, I guess would be helpful in a sense, right?
Yes.
Anything beyond what's listed here would be helpful for anybody in these age groups here. So you did this before. So were donations? A lot of donations came in.
Yes, we've had donations coming in steadily.
Okay.
But we keep giving, so we need to keep replenishing.
Yeah, it's kind of keep giving and replenishing, giving and replenishing.
When I first started, I thought it was gonna be a one-time thing, because my thing was helping some of the youth to start the year on a good note.
Yes.
But then I realized, that there are so many different groups that are in need that can be inspired, motivated, and encouraged.
Okay.
Why stop? Why just make it a one-time thing? Is it about convenience, or is it really about service?
Yes.
And I am so happy that Anselma Janayala from the Early Childhood Comprehensive System is working hard to establish a program for the little ones, and she is looking for different organizations to collaborate, and I am so looking forward to that when we can maybe help organize whether it's a recreation center or something in the different communities where they can offer some of these healing tools to the children and the families there.
Okay.
But it takes collaboration, it takes coming together. So I'm looking forward to every organization that is geared towards the betterment of our islands to get over the barrier of one and to cross over to the force of we and us, so
Yes.
that we can come together to do something. I am very excited about the Monbiju Community Center.
Okay.
They offer so many services. Right now, they are doing, and they gave me a list because I asked them, I wanted to know. They're doing the after-school tutoring, taekwondo, dancing, modeling, leather classes. They have jewelry making, graphic design classes, photography classes,
Okay.
and they even have a talent. It's the annual Gifted and Talented Entertainment Showcase on August 2nd.
Sunday, yeah. So that's coming up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the Monbiju Community Center growing up. They have lots of things to offer: school tutoring, taekwondo, dance, modeling, leather class. I guess that's you make products out of leather. I guess
Yes.
like wallets and that kind of stuff, belts, jewelry making, graphic design, and photography. Many things in the after care program, and then they have the event coming up. The annual Gifted and Talented Entertainment Showcase on Sunday, August 2nd.
Yes.
So that's probably maybe about 3 weeks out from today.
Yes.
Coming up. So yeah, if you're here, definitely go check that out.
So I'm hoping that the other communities would also offer something to the children so that they have better choices, and better options that they can choose from. Because growing up, I used to go to the Monbiju Community Center to be part of the activities there.
Okay.
And even though I was living in chaos and fear and terror at home, I had happy moments when I went to the center.
Went to the center, okay.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that, more people are pro these centers and recreation for the children all over the island.
Yeah. So where would one drop off these items? Did they take it to the Monbiju Center, or where would they?
Well, we have two drop-off sites. One of them is the Monbiju Community Center.
Okay.
And the other one is the headquarters hairstyle salon in Christiansted.
Where is that now?
That's in Christian Center inside the Codependent Building Court.
Okay, but
Headquarters.
Headquarters, what is that?
Hairstyle.
Oh, hairstyle. Okay, I
Yes.
got you. Okay, I got you. I understand. Okay.
Yeah, they can go there and ask for kits.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, drop off all your stuff.
Or they can email me and I'll pick them up.
Yes, you make arrangements to meet them somewhere and
Yes.
take their. And so I guess the GoFundMe is just if someone wants to make a monetary donation to
Yes.
to the cause. Okay.
Yes.
So that's GoFundMe.com/IS60S8. I guess that takes you to the specific page that pertains to what our guest tonight is doing, and then you can just put in your dollar amount and whatever else is required to make that happen. But the Bumba Juice Center, they do have a lot of stuff here.
Yes.
After school tutoring, Taekwondo, they have dance, they have modeling, they have leather class, jewelry making, graphic design, and photography. So if you're interested in any of these kind of things, for yourself maybe and for your kids, this is where you got to go to Mumbiju Community Center. And then they also have the annual Gifted and Talented Entertainment Showcase coming up Sunday, August 2nd. That's maybe 2-3 weeks out from today.
Yes.
Plan accordingly. That's all I can say. And then I see here too you have Speaking to Live available in October 2015.
Yes. I am actually finishing a series of books.
Okay.
The first one is going to be The Awakening of the Lotus Beauty,
Okay.
which is going to be the story of the abuse I endured, throughout my early life.
Okay.
Then the second one is going to be Emerging of a Lotus Beauty.
Okay.
This will be talking about the work I did and the tools that are available to rise above abuse
Okay.
and achieving healing. I also have another one that's gonna be The Whispers of a Lotus Beauty, which is gonna be mainly poetry and wisdom that has been birthed from a place of pain, survival, and victory.
Okay.
And the last one is gonna be The Release of a Lotus Beauty, where I'm gonna be sharing an update on my success, my mission, and how I have chosen to serve the world.
Okay. So you're going to have 4 books coming out in October?
Well, it's gonna start in October,
Okay, so
the first one.
Okay.
Yes.
So book 1 will be out in October.
And each one is gonna have a workbook section.
Okay.
So that people have exercises so that they can apply it to their own lives accordingly.
Okay, good. Sounds good, man. Yeah, our guest tonight is Milagros Romero. Speaking to Live. Just giving us some insight of her personal life. What she's done to sort of what she's done, and it sounds like she's kind of got this nailed down to more of a science than anything else, because her healing tools and avenues could probably help all of us.
Yes.
And those are spirituality, prayer, conversation, meditation, music, song, and dance, writing and drawing, affirmations, and forgiveness. And I think the one thing too that I don't know, could go on the list here, is you mentioned helping someone that's probably less fortunate than you.
Yes,
I mean, that's I think God smiles when you do that kind of stuff.
Yes.
I guess you could add that to the list. Just give back to someone that's just less fortunate than you. And that goes, in my book, that goes a long way in God's eyes.
Oh, yes.
So anything else that you'd like to add? It's about 9:06 p.m. on Wednesday, July 15th. I can't believe that no one has called for our guest tonight, and the number is right there. Added that number there recently so that people will, instead of having to look for the number,
Yes.
the number is right there. So
They are just being kind. They're not trying to make me talk more than I'm talking right now.
I think I'm probably making you talk too much. But anything in closing that you'd like to add?
Well, yes, I would actually love to thank you, for this opportunity that you offer so many people, so many businesses, so many organizations, and you offer it. Talk about service, and I am grateful that you have given us this privilege and this opportunity to be able to come and express whether it's a need that we have or something that we want people to know that is going on. It's awesome and beautiful.
Yes, thank you very much. That's our mission. That's our mission from day one, and we continue to still do that, and that's what we're going to do. We just want to, give back in a sense of just come on the show and tell everybody what you're doing.
Yes.
And we're on the internet, so you could be heard in Japan and Jamaica and California, and even right around the corner here in St. Croix.
Yes, yes.
So it all works for me, So our guest tonight is Milagros Romero. She has a poem here, The Womb of Worth. I guess I can post this on Facebook here,
yes.
if that's okay with you.
Yes, that's
I'll
fine.
scan that in as a file there. And then the lotus.b.you.ty program, where they're looking for donations for Pampers, for babies, Pampers, Huggies, diapers, I should say, diapers that are Pampers and Huggies is probably the best way to put that.
Yeah.
Different sizes, baby wipes for females ages 12 to 17, and single moms up to 24. We're looking for shampoo, conditioners for women, brushes, combs, bat gels, body wash, Q-tips, sanitary napkins. For males ages 12 to 17, shampoo, conditioner for men, combs, picks, hats, bath and body gel, washcloths, plain t-shirts, socks, belts, and colored shoelaces. If you want to make a monetary donation, go to her website. It's not her website, but go to gofundme.com/is60s8, and her email address is lotus.b.you.ty@gmail.com. And I think that's it, right?
Yes, I just want to say, if you are going through any type of trauma, any type of abuse, and you feel that you cannot speak out, I ask that you find an outlet, whether it's prayer, meditation, music, writing, whatever it is. But if you can find it within yourself to speak up, there are people that can help you, and sometimes we don't want to get our parents in trouble because we love them and we don't want to be separated from them. But sometimes our parents need a little help so that our lives can be better.
Okay. Well, that's it right there. She has the final word. And I just want to say that this is the HR Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We do have a guest lined up for tomorrow, 8 p.m. And we are streaming live from the vi.com. That's our website. We do have a telephone number, 340-201-9005. We have 2 Facebook pages. What else we got? Give a shout out to CHS class of 1982. We're on Twitter. Hit us up, VI Perspective. And we're moving straight forward and up. The show's mission is just to inform, entertain, and empower everybody. And our guest, we'll wave one more time to the crowd. Go ahead and wave. Or maybe see you guys later.
Yes.
On that note, my name is David, a.k.a. Kimba, a.k.a. Christian, and we'll be back tomorrow night. Good night.
Good night.